We got a special guest in the building today. I'm here with my boy, Young Ness. We've been knowing each other for about 2 years, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy, right? Like how long I've actually...
Time is flying, bro.
Dude, it's been a minute. But
Yeah.
I'm grateful to have you here, bro. I met you through my boy,
here.
Striker. He's behind the camera. You can't see him. If y'all don't know about Young Ness, he's an LA rapper. He's dropped multiple projects since 2019. How you doing, bro?
I'm glad to be here, bro. I appreciate you for having me, especially episode 1. That's a big deal. You know?
Man, that's the thing. It's the first episode. So like, one, I just want to say, bro, like I appreciate you doing this shit. Like, I guess we can't say what happened, but something tragic happened today and you still made it here.
And I still pulled up.
And you still pulled up. So I appreciate that, bro.
Nothing was going to stop me from being here for real. Once we locked in and I knew that this was the date that we were for sure doing, this was going to get done.
All right, so you want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right, so I know you, right? Like, I know a little bit about you.
Right.
But I definitely don't know, like, the full story. And maybe we're probably not going to get to all of it here. But I do want to know, like, tell me about your background a little bit. Like, where exactly from LA are you from? Mm-hmm. And, like, describe, like, what it was, like, coming up, like, middle school, high school, like, when you kind of really first started to be outside. Like, tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, okay, I grew up Baldwin Hills, California. Jungles, Crenshaw District, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I actually grew up on one of the nicer streets. I grew up on Sycamore, bro. So I had like a...
But before you finish that, the thing about LA is you could be on a nice street, but then 2 blocks down is mad gang shit going on.
Literally.
And that's the thing I realized after
I
moved to LA.
There's a major street, and then mine was the street on this side, and then the Jungles was on this side, bro. You get what I'm saying? My grandma lived over there. My big bro lived over there. So going over there was inevitable. You get what I'm saying? We stayed in the same building as T. Rogers, R.I.P. He founded the Jungles. You get what I'm saying? So that was like my OG before I even realized it. You know what I mean? He used to pull me to the side, put me up on game, tell me a bunch of shit. His grandson, that's like my best friend. That's really like my brother for real.
Yeah.
Free you, because he's still in right now. But just seeing a lot of shit, bro, having to be home by a certain time. If you're not, like, it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, where are you?
Yeah.
Going to school in Santa Monica.
After a certain time, I'm sure, like, shit starts to really get, like, dangerous.
No, it gets crazy. Bro, it used to be like a like
a Boys in the Hood movie?
Like San Andreas.
Oh, shit.
San Andreas is really about the Jays. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. The area that they're in, them being on the roof with K's and shit, all of that was, like, real stuff that was going on.
For the people that don't know, what is the Jungles? Like, you don't gotta obviously, like, get into too much detail.
Black Peace Stone, 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? That's the most I'm gonna get into right now. But it's a blood gang in LA.
Gotcha.
It's like, if you're from LA, you know about it. It originated in Chicago, and they brought the traditions and everything over here.
Yeah.
But that's where I grew up at. That's where a lot of my influence was. That's where slime kind of comes from. Over there, nobody's really gonna speak your actual name, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where I had ended up getting that name from. But I don't use it on like some super banging shit. That's just me. You know what I mean?
Kind of where you come from.
It's part of my my upbringing, you know. But that's where a lot of the music shit came from. My pops used to rap. He had like a lot of like tie-ins with Death Row and shit like that. So growing up, like my brother played for Snoop's league, my older brother. So we knew Snoop. Battle Cat, that's like my unk. You get what I'm saying? DJ.
Yeah.
DJ Quick. I've had him pull up to one of my events before. So like, just my whole life, music has kind of been like what was most prominent, you know? And I got to a certain age, you know how everyone has like Guitar Hero or something like that. I had Guitar Hero too, but I had Rap Star, bro. I had a microphone that you plug in.
That's the hood Guitar Hero.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So every day we're spinning, they had like free beats and stuff on there we would get on. And that just kind of led to where I am now, you know?
That brings me to my next question. Like, during that era when you were coming up, you know, you said your dad rapped and like, you know, you kind of hinted at a little bit of things, but what, like, when you first kind of realized that you love like hip hop, you love rap, like what were some of the artists you were kind of listening to at a young age? Because I'm from New York, so like, I don't know, I grew up on a lot of like Biggie, 50, but like you over here on the other side of the country, like, it might be a lot of the same shit, but like, what were some of the things you were?
I'm gonna say, if you're a real hip hop fan, it's a lot of the same shit. I think there are certain staples in rap that if you really love rap, you really love hip hop, that's in your book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wayne, Jay,
Goats.
Biggie, Pac for sure. You get what I'm saying? Andre 3000. Producers as well, just because it's like at a certain point you realize the producers are doing a lot of the work too.
They're doing most of the work.
They're doing most of the work.
Especially these days.
Yeah, you know what I mean? God forgive me if I'm forgetting somebody, bro. Don't.
Nah. I mean, those are some staples. Maybe like, what are some like local West Coast, like, from what Striker has kind of told
Oh
me from
yeah.
the past is like being out here in LA. See, I'm from New York, but I'm from like the suburbs, right? So like I wasn't really that close to like all the golden age shit. I mean, I was also too young, but like y'all actually got to kind of see like Schoolboy and them running around when they was
Hell
younger.
yeah.
Like, what were some of those moments that you kind of got to see that really kind of made you feel like, oh shit, like this shit is real, it's tangible, and it's only 3 degrees of separation? Like, what were some of those like hood superheroes for you?
Snoop for sure.
And
Um,
that was
E40.
before the world loved him.
Yeah, E42. I of all rappers, I've had the most run-ins with Snoop. So I've seen him, and I've seen how close he is, and how like, bro is just a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, Snoop is one of them like top tier celebrities who's still just a person. You know what I mean? He'll pull up on you. He'll let you hit his weed and shit. Like, he cool as fuck, but he also give you like game as a kid. So
He's
as a
better
kid,
than
I would
me.
say.
I ain't sharing my weed with just random people.
I don't think I would either, bro. But when you smoke as much as he do, bro, you gotta give something back. You know what I mean? But yeah, for sure, bro. I definitely looked up to Snoop as a kid. Schoolboy, that was a little bit older. That was like early high school, maybe. Yeah, and that's when Kendrick, Schoolboy, G Herbo. I remember listening to G Herbo before he was super big, bro. And then one day he had that Chirac remix with Nicki Minaj. And she took him on tour, and I'm like, damn, bro, like. I remember listening to him before anybody was really listening to him, and now he's on tour with Nicki Minaj. Like, this shit is real, definitely, bro.
That's crazy.
One of my neighbors tours with, from when I was younger, one of my neighbors, Hugh Augustine, look him up. He be touring with fucking Isaiah Rashad and shit, bro.
Damn.
So like,
that's how I'm jealous of y'all, because y'all really got to like witness history in real time. Like, by the time I was outside, New York was kind of like a joke. Not a joke, because I don't want to say that. I'm from New York, so I'm always going to love New York, but we lost a lot of respect as I got older. Like, when I first came into it, it was like New York was on top. Then as I got older, we kind of became a punchline, and like, I feel like LA has never really gotten to that point, because it maybe never hit that same like peak that like maybe New York had, in the way that it still almost feels like LA is like fighting for respect in a way.
Kinda, yeah.
In a way, it's always been relevant, but it's always like LA versus everybody, it feels like, type of mentality.
West Coast in general, but LA for sure. Bro, you got to think about it. Everyone comes here, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone goes to New York too.
But this is where the business is.
Yeah. So
all the New York rappers are here.
To have artists from Atlanta come here, or Chicago come here, and have a better career than you, and you're an LA artist, it's just like, damn, bro, like I gotta go 10 times harder, you know what I mean? New York has their scene, but it's never like, who's outshining New York in New York? Nobody really. New York is, you get what I'm saying? Y'all still got all of y'all major players standing higher than everyone else from that area, you know? Out here, it's like, we got our artists, bro, but somebody from whoever comes and moves out here, and it's like, they're the biggest wave right now, you know?
That's crazy. I never thought about that, just the way that like you said, like people from around the country, around the world come to LA and kind of take advantage of like the business opportunities that are here. So then LA artists are like, damn, like he just came here last week and he got a deal or something. We out here like there's real shit going on around here.
And it's everything, designers, clothing designers, producers, all of that, bro. They come out here and 100,000 followers and by the end of the year, you know what I mean? But it's a hunger. We're too comfortable.
Yeah.
LA artists are too comfortable out here, bro. We've been out here all our lives. We know everybody. We feel like, you know, we already did what we needed to do. Somebody out here who don't know anybody, bro, they're going to really know everybody. They're going to know the owners and the managers and the, bro.
That reminds me of a J. Cole line where he's like, I came up here to take advantage of the shit y'all take for granted, talking about when he moved to New York.
You get what I'm saying?
And I'm just like, damn, there is a lot of shit I probably took for granted coming from New York, even though I wasn't in the city. I was only 45-minute train ride to the city, and like he's coming up here from like bumblefuck Fayetteville. I don't know if you've ever been to Fayetteville, but there ain't shit going on there, bro. So like somebody like that is like, damn, like that's how I felt like coming to LA. It felt like a new energy in me, because I felt like I was just, even though I knew the opportunity in New York, I felt like I was just too comfortable. I needed to go out of my own comfort zone, and I've definitely grown a lot since moving here. That's the thing about LA. It really just like molds you. I do want to get to the next question.
For sure it does.
So speaking of your influences, like when did you first pick up the mic, and like what made you kind of decide to do that? Like, was it your dad? Was it kind of things you were listening to? What kind of made you get into it?
Being younger, I realized I was good at a lot of shit. I like to draw. I like to dress. I like to do a lot of different things that I realized like I could maybe get something somewhere with this. I used to act, model, all types of shit, bro. But when I was younger, my dad used to rap the children's story to me, bro, by Slick Rick. My mom used to read me books, but my pops used to rap that shit to me, and bro, I didn't even know it was a song. I thought it was just some shit he made up. You know what I mean? We used to freestyle like on the way home.
That's so funny.
Like certain shit. So it was like I was rapping before I realized what rapping could do or really is, you know?
That's fire.
And it got to a point where I just started remixing songs. Like how Wayne got all them old like mixtapes where he's remixing songs. I started remixing songs, bro, and I just wanted to get in the studio so bad. And my brother started making beats, and that was a wrap. Once he started making beats, bro, we took them I drove 2 hours up to where he was going to school at so that we could record our first song. I was like 14, bro.
That's so fire. I love that you guys have that relationship. So fast forward to today, right? We're in 2024. Goddamn. How would you describe like the LA scene today in comparison to like what it was kind of when you were either coming up or even just reminiscent of like the 90s? Like, how do you feel like the state of LA rap is today?
I feel like it's lacking, bro. To be completely honest. I feel like we got a handful of really good artists and everybody else is just like everybody else, you know? Like I'm still waiting on, bro, we got Kendrick and TDE, right? We got Roddy Ricch, we got Nip.
Well, Nip passed away, God rest
you
his
get what I'm
dead.
saying? But I mean, like, just in general, that's who we receive. Yeah, definitely are.
And then and not to even shit, I'm not trying to shit on LA artists, but Roddy Ricch also kind of, he's not dead obviously, but
he don't got the same run that he did.
Bro, that first album was flawless.
It was flawless, and now
something just happened. I don't know what it was.
It's the aggression, bro. It's like rappers used to rap like, I want to be the best. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be a problem between me and you if you think you better, you know? Now it's kind of just like, I'm not even really a rapper, bro. I really do this. I just be making music. And that's like
it's a lick.
Facade that's getting pushed. Yeah, you know what I mean? Of somebody who don't really run a rap. And it's like, bro, obviously you want to rap. That's what you're doing. If you're really a this, why are you at the Grammys? You know what I mean? Why are you? So I feel like in LA, that's what's lacking. There are a lot of up and coming artists right now. Some people who kind of got their buzz who are doing their shit. But I feel like once we get back to the appreciation for music and lyricism and shit, that's when LA will be.
It's unfortunate that like that's the narrative, because I think even across the board sometimes that's the thing, and I really look at just like rappers as like superheroes, because I don't know, like I didn't have like a lot of parental supervision growing up, so I really feel like hip hop like raised me. So I really look at rappers like obviously not all of them, but like the really good fucking rappers from like fucking Jay to Kendrick to Cole to fucking Nipsey. Like I just learned so much through them, and those people really stood on the fact that they were rappers. They're artists first. I guess Jay-Z was like, I'm not a rapper, I'm a businessman, but Jay-Z, you're a rapper, and he is. But we're limited on time because of the light. So I want to get to the next question. You talked about like kind of when your brother was at school and you went up 2 hours, like you and your brother just released a project together. Forgive me because I'm forgetting the name, but I was listening to it all day and like
Less is more.
Less is more.
Yeah.
Check that out, yo. That shit is fire. I was listening to it today, and like one thing I really like, another thing I'm like jealous. Like I got brothers, none of them rap. Like, like what does that relationship mean to you to have your brother as like a partner, like in music, and y'all can like work together? Like how much does that mean to you?
I wouldn't have it no other way, bro. Honestly, I don't think I would have ever fully started if he didn't start. I had the image and I had like the drive, but he had the resources and the sound. You know what I mean? It feels like together it fit better than just me trying to do it on my own, you know? And then having Noonie wanting to rap too just made it all the easier.
That's your cousin.
Yeah, you know? So all these different pieces brought together what you see right now. And it's really, I don't think it would have went anywhere if it was just one of us trying to do it.